Hey, what's up guys? So today I am out at St. Norbert, just south of Winnipeg at a monastery, which is an old ruins, and I'm here to fly the DJI Avata and to tell you guys why this might be the right drone for you if you are new to flying drones. So if you're new to flying or you end up making a purchase like this and you are looking to take it out, I highly recommend taking it to a place like where I'm at right now, or a local park, or a soccer field, or a golf course that's maybe closed down for the season, or somewhere like that where you really have a lot of open space and not too risky of a place, right? So some people sometimes get drones and think to themselves, hey, I'm gonna go fly it over the lake or over a river or over a body of water and end up ditching the thing. And obviously that's gonna put you out a few weeks till it gets repaired or you find it or whatever happens. Maybe you just lose it. And let's face it, you don't wanna be crashing these things too bad because they're obviously expensive to fix. So this particular unit I really am a big fan of, and why I think it's such a great drone for new beginners is because it does actually have the propeller guards on it. Now, of course, if you fly it into a tree at 50 miles an hour, it's gonna be toast anyways. But the nice part is this is a good exploration drone. So you can really kind of fly around really slowly and hover around really slow and get into all these little nooks and crannies, fly it really low on the ground. And even if you accidentally bump into a wall or a tree or anything like that, the propeller guards are there to save you. So you guys have maybe seen another video of mine with my Mini 3 Pro where I accidentally just touched a bit of a tree or a branch or whatever and down went that drone and it was a goner, where I think if I would have been flying this, it would have stood up much better and had a much better chance of survival. So today I'm flying with the motion controller and it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to use. This big button here is your emergency brake. This is a lock button which fires up the motors, lets you take off, lets you land. That there is a mode button which lets you choose between sport and normal. You have tilt for your gimbal and your record button for the aircraft itself, and that's your accelerate right there. Power button on the side. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to use, and it's actually quite enjoyable to fly with. I know a lot of guys online have been hating on this product. Me personally, as I said, I've been enjoying it, and that's probably because I'm new to the sport myself. So maybe the Pro FPV guys hate it and they prefer a joystick, and that'll be my next purchase actually, is that FPV controller too, because I want to fly this bad boy in manual mode as well, just to see what it's like. So now I've only had this drone for a couple days, and there's a few things that I've noticed myself that I just need, and I've already placed on order. One of those things is a carrying case for this thing, because when you're out with this Avata, I mean, it's got cords galore. You have obviously your FPV goggles. I ended up going with the goggles version 2, which were the originals. And why I did that was because I was planning to make a couple other future drone purchases, and I wanted to have compatibility, where goggles 2, which are the new really slimline ones, they aren't compatible with anything yet. Rumor is that they'll probably make releases in the future, but I didn't want to take any chances. So I figured I'd buy the older goggles just to have a little bit more compatibility with other stuff. But yeah, why you might want one of those cases, as I was mentioning, is just for the simple fact that once you have a couple batteries with you, you have the goggles with you, you have all the cords and cables and everything, it's just a nightmare. Like, check out what I'm flying with, or what I got with me today here right now. So right now I'm walking around with like a grocery bag carrying all my stuff. But yeah, like you have the drone, obviously the battery, there's the motion controller for it. Here's the battery for the goggles themselves, which is obviously comes on a long cord. And then you got to have your phone plugged into the DJI app on the other side feeding to the goggles. So there's a lot going on, and obviously it's not very fun to carry it. So I'll drop a link below in the comments as to one of the carrying cases that I bought, and maybe that's something you should look into for yourself as well. So now something else that I usually like to do before flying or in a unfamiliar territory is usually just take a quick walk around. So let's go explore this place just with a phone here, and go see if there's any obstacles we should be aware about before actually putting this drone up into the air. Okay, so this is kind of one of the entrance points to the monastery here. As I said, it's really kind of old ruins almost. So there's some cutouts, obviously, where windows, doors, stuff like that were originally, and we'll see if we can fly through some of this stuff. Once again, more cutouts. We'll see if we can fly through some of this. Just have some fun with it. This is me flying a little bit closer to me here, just so you can hear the sound of it. So it is quite loud. But as mentioned, it's pretty cool to fly with the remote. Like, as I said, you can kind of get in nice and tight here, circle some trees. I've only flown this guy a couple times, and yeah, so far I kind of just like to work my way through stuff, slow down, fly through stuff here. But it's a really good exploration drone because you can just fly wherever. And it's nice too because you let your finger off the throttle and slow down. Don't do anything too crazy at the start. Take it nice and easy. I'll see if I can fly through this picket fence here. Yeah, nice and clean. See if I can fly back through it. There you go. So yeah, so with the goggles, I mean, you really just point and shoot kind of wherever you want to go and just trust that you're going to clear it. Oh, I'm getting interference there, it says. So yeah, let's try to take it through the ruins here. I'm just slowing down just in case. But yeah, there we are through the big window. Whoops. There we are through the other window, through another. But yeah, it's really kind of cool. So if you just ease up on the throttle with your finger, kind of tilt it up where you want to go and squeeze the throttle gently. And you can kind of really just put it wherever you want to put it. Like, it's definitely fascinating to fly. And a lot of fun. You just kind of really get immersed in the goggles, and it's really a different experience. There's a golf course beside us, so you can see the golf course there. It literally almost feels like you're flying a fighter jet. I don't know what it's like to fly a fighter jet, by the way, but I would assume that this is kind of what it feels like, where you kind of just have a little look through and follow the camera and away you go. Follow the screen and away you go. It's a lot of fun to fly. And as I said, if you take it slow and you get really easy on that trigger, you can kind of fly it wherever. The nice part too, as I mentioned, with the prop guards on this thing, you can kind of, I don't want to say be careless, but like, for example, I'll touch the wall here. Whoops, whoops. So we bumped the wall 3 times there and I'm still flying around. And I know there might be a tiny little white mark on the propeller guards or something like that, but nothing major at all. And I mean, the white mark if there is a white mark, it'll just be a bit of dust from the wall and that'll wipe off pretty easily. As I said, if you were to get reckless, of course, and crash it into a tree, you're going to do some damage to it. But on the exploration side, if you're flying around nice and slow, you should be fine. I just think it's so cool how you can kind of get into these tiny little areas, like even like through here and back through. Like it's so low. You can put it like literally right on the ground. I probably shouldn't go play in the tree because knowing my luck, I'm not that good yet. I've seen people do it on vids, but I'm not that guy. I'll have to work up to that. But yeah, the left and right, and it's so much fun to fly. It's a completely different experience than, like, say, the Mini 3 Pro, obviously. It is so fun. You can really kind of just dive and climb and do whatever you want. So fast, so easily. Wherever you want, just point and shoot. See if we can shoot out the front door here. Yep. So obviously be mindful of branches and stuff, because you could down it. But for the most part, it's, as I said, it's pretty, almost where you tell it to go. Oh, almost hit a wall there. But yeah, you can really almost put it anywhere, which is so cool. There we go. Okay, so we'll start recording now. There I am, flying away. It's definitely a lot of fun when you do these big banking swoops, and the way you can just dive with the motion controller. It's so much fun. Let's slow down a little bit here because I'm new to this, but let's go right through there. There we go. I kind of want to make a pass at full speed through there. It's probably not a good idea, but let's see if we can do it. So I'm going to come back over here. Do a little bit of a climb. Big banking turn. There we go. And we're going to point the circle where we want to go. Go, not laying off this time. Boom, straight through. Man, that's a rush. Don't hit any trees. Let's go back down nice and low here towards the ground. Oh yes. I love that you can fly this thing like right at ground height. Like, that's so wild. It's a lot of fun. Obviously don't do this type of stuff if there's people around, you know. Make sure to watch out for power lines. There's power lines right there. I'm just kind of zooming all over the place here. On a sidewalk. I'm just gonna turn slowly here, just make sure there's no cars coming at me. But like, yeah, look how cool this is. Like, we're literally on the road pretty much. Like, this is so cool. And then when you want, just lift off. Up you go, climb, climb, climb. And fly again. Man, is this fun. If you've been thinking about buying one of these things, stop thinking and just do it. You only live once. You're gonna have a lot of fun with it. And like, it's so cool, as I said, as that from an exploration standpoint. Like, look at us, like, just going through here, just in and out of windows. If you have abandoned buildings close by, I don't really have a lot of abandoned buildings close by, but I wish I did, because this would be so much fun to go exploring through. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Check out some other review vids on this product and see what you think. But as I said, I've been pretty happy with it overall. And if you are looking for a new hobby that could be a lot of fun for you, maybe this is it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and please like this video and help me grow this little channel.